Am I on? Hey, hey, how y'all doing out there? So I'm a little bit unprepared, well, a lot of bit unprepared because I did not do a lot of research into this topic, and also I need to wipe this webcam. Hold on. Sorry, I have an older MacBook, so it's not the best, I guess. Let me see if I can adjust this light. Does this help? Yeah, we're gonna make it work like this. This is good. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay. Let's sit back a little bit. Whoops. All right. So, all right. Let's back a little. Well, this is different. All right. So, how y'all doing? It took me a little minute to set up, but I'm not really prepared because I didn't really do that much research into this. So we're gonna be researching into this together. So before I get started, I want to introduce y'all to me. I am Quintarius Shakir, otherwise known as my Haitian name Negrezo, which means the bone man. You can also call me Negzo. Go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com to purchase a private psychic reading. Okay. And also, you can book a reading with my reader, Peach Blossom. She's good. I'm now running a summer special. So you can get for $15. 15 minutes for $40 from me. Okay. So the other thing, which y'all may not know, is that for $20 a month, you can get a 10-minute reading from me on Patreon. And for $40 a month, you can get a 20-minute reading from me on Patreon. And that's guaranteed every month. I only got a few slots left. I think I only got like 6 slots left for for getting a 10-minute reading for $20 a month. Maybe y'all did not know that. But anyway, over on Patreon, we got a bunch of videos. Okay. I want to thank y'all for all the support that I got for that video that I did last night. And I mean, the support is in, like, y'all came up with some questions. And I'm going to get the Steve Harvey, all those other readings. They're going on Patreon, obviously. So thank y'all for that help. But they're going to go on Patreon, and then they'll be eventually released to YouTube. That being said, I'm getting ready to teach classes this summer. Coming up with what the courses are going to be. It's going to be the Godfather program. I think it's going to be 2 different programs. One is probably going to be about like ancestral worship, magic, and doing stuff with your ancestors. And then the second would be doing like divination. Like I would be teaching how to read with playing cards. But from reading with playing cards, you'd be able to move on to tarot, and you'd always really want to read with playing cards. Anyway, so we're going to start today's show with a prayer. Okay, we're going to start the show with a prayer, y'all. And then we're going to talk about this Dominican Republic shit. Hold on, where's my prayer book? Where's my prayer Bible? Got it, hold on. Okay, the other thing that I want to say. I know that y'all think that I'm very friendly. And I'm actually polite. I'm very polite. But please don't book a reading with me and talk about, I'm ready for you to give me my life. I'm not your best friend. I actually run a real ass business. I'm very serious about my shit. And everybody that knows me knows I'm very serious as a person. And I get on here to entertain, and I try to make my personality palatable. I think I'm an inherently likable person. But if you call me, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to give you your reading. Okay. We're not friends, and we may be friendly, but we're not friends. I'm not trying to ever be friends with my clients because I keep a very healthy relationship. I have a friend, I can't say her name, but she's a Leo, and she'll know who I'm talking about because I'm gonna tell her watch this video. She's a Leo, and she's been my client since I worked under a priestess here in Atlanta. And she has kept a healthy, she's paid me for my reading. We talk, we chit chat and all this other shit. And it's like, but she knows that I'm her reader. And she's like, you're my reader. I pay you for this, and this is what I expect. But we'll go out to eat or whatever. But that's not my friend. Like, does she know some of my business? A little bit, the things that I tell her. Do I know all of hers? Yes, but I guarantee confidentiality. She knows that I don't tell her business. Okay, my friends, like my close friends, don't even know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And so, that being said, if you call me for a reading, I know I have a lot of personality, but I think that y'all forget I'm almost fucking 30. I'm a grown ass man, and I don't be having time to sit there on the phone with y'all and be, oh my God, I'm so thankful. Don't call my phone. Look, stop calling my phone trying to give me compliments. Stop texting my phone trying to give me compliments. That is a business line, okay? I write that shit off on text. Stop texting that phone. That's not my personal number, okay? Stop it. Don't do it. If you have a compliment for me, leave that shit in the YouTube comments, bro. Like, I am a mastermind. I don't have time. God damn it, I'm on live because it's business. You know what I'm saying? I'm on live because it's business. I am here to serve my purpose and to entertain y'all and to educate you all, but I'm not your friend. There's nothing that you have to tell me for free about myself that you got to call a business line. Don't call that number, okay? Unless you have an appointment. I'm hiring people on staff, okay? I'm actually trying to employ people. Please listen to me. I know that my face is real cute and I look like a cherub. And when I go off, it's still entertaining, but I'm serious as hell right now. Please don't call that motherfucking phone and on some compliment shit. Leave the compliments in the comments. If you got questions, send it to the email, text the phone, but don't text that phone on some, oh my God, you did such a great reading. No. The clients that can do that, you know who you are. And we'll already have a relationship, okay? So that being said, if we're a client that we have a relationship, then do that. But I'm not here for that. I have too many. I'm a nice ass person. Don't get me wrong. Anybody that reads me knows that I'm a nice ass motherfucker. And when I got a rule, I got a rule. Don't text the motherfucking phone with some compliments. Text me about some, hey, where could I'd be okay. Like, hey, how do I book an appointment? I'm like, it's on the website. You had to have gotten this number from the site. I mean, anyway, that's cool. But I wanted to call you and tell you that you did something that touched my life. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't. I got that from New York. I hope y'all remember. But no, I really don't care. I don't care because I got too much other shit going on, okay? God damn it. I have too many responsibilities to care about compliments. I care about getting work done. I don't do this shit for compliments. I don't do this shit for money. I'm very genuine about the stuff that I do. My time is very fucking valuable. So don't call my motherfucking phone on some bullshit. Leave the shit on YouTube, okay? There's nothing that's so important that you have to call me for free, okay? I keep a healthy distance between my professional life and my personal life. I'm trying to grow. And I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to teach y'all niggas, and I'm just saying out of respect, don't expect me to get on that phone and give you your life. I'm going to give you your reading, all right? I'm going to tell you what the spirits have to say. And I know that a whole bunch of y'all may think that, oh, he's a great tarot reader. No, I'm not, okay? If I was as great of a person as I am at these readings, I would have $1 million business, and this is not $1 million business yet. I'm just a normal ass human being that's living out his motherfucking purpose. I'm giving you your goddamn reading. I'm not your friend. And these readings are very accurate. It comes from the Spirit. It's not these gifts. I have gifts. In the words of Lauryn Hill, I have gifts, but I'm not gifted. I have gifts, and they can be taken away. So, that being said, shout out to Barone Samedi, because without Barone, I wouldn't be here today. So everybody bow your heads in prayer, because you're going to pray to a voodoo spirit. This is a prayer that I wrote based off of Priscilla, the framework given in Priscilla Shirer, who is a Christian minister. Shout out to Priscilla Shirer, because she called me the devil. But Black woman, I love you, and you gave me a really good tool, and you are an awesome minister. And I hope that one day we'll be able to sit down with each other, and then you'll understand that we're more alike than we are not. I like Priscilla Shirer, even if she might not fuck with me. So this prayer is to restore if you don't pray, because a lot of y'all don't pray, okay? But this is a prayer to restore your passion to pray, all right? And this is my prayer that I pray to restore my passion to pray, all right? It's based off of the framework. Again, if you read Fervent, like I told y'all to, read Fervent, you will be constructing prayers that are just as beautiful as this one, okay? Lord Barone, my spiritual father, and my mom Brigitte, my spiritual mother, parents of the Gide, I come to your feet ready to harmonize with you, the powers that are you, that are of you, and then I invoke the secret password to access the deities. I worship and honor myself as King of Death and Resurrection, yet I serve as Nexo, the representative of the Barone Saturday. I am aware that something must change, and that I must participate in this radical change. Barone, show me where I resist you, arrest the part of me that stagnates me from running along my path, and jail it, so my focus and passion for serving you can be renewed. I expect to walk your way along our journey. I have issues understanding my prayers to you to be an act of obedience, a mode of service to you. I am tempted to engage the world before I harmonize or pray with you. I forget that you and I work together as one flesh and one spirit. I waver in my belief of your awesome power, and I struggle to commit to using you when my enemies wage war against me. Invite more of yourself into my body, make me sacred, and help me to avenge my ancestors. Make my prayers powerful spells, increase my leadership potential, charisma level, and power of influence through these prayers. I ask that our strength be enhanced as I pray. The Bible says in Jeremiah 29:12-13, that if I should call on you, you will listen, because Barone, you are a God. And if I search, I will find you. You are with me as one, and we shall serve together. Because something must change for me, my family, my society, my country, and my world. I.e. Bobo. All right. So now let's talk about the Dominican Republic. Because there have been a whole bunch of people dying in the Dominican Republic. And I'm going to read an article about this just to make sure that everybody's up on the speed, because y'all don't like to read about anything. And y'all think that y'all know everything, which is okay. So we're going to all read an article together, and we're going to basically dissect the article. Okay, Dominican Republic's deaths. Let's see what is a good one. Okay. One second, y'all. All right, so this is from People Magazine. Okay, so maybe People Magazine, I would prefer to actually have read something from the U.S. State Department, but whatever. The U.S. State Department has confirmed that at least 6 American tourists have died while vacationing in Punta Cana since summer 2018. Some of them passed away in what appear to be bizarre and similar circumstances. People confirms that both the FBI and the CDC are investigating these strange deaths, but the agencies are not releasing further details. According to Univision, Robin Bernstein, the ambassador of the United States to the Dominican Republic, said last week the recent high-profile incidents were isolated cases. We have 2.7 million Americans who come to the country, and the statistic is that this is a very unique event, Bernstein said. They come to visit the beautiful beaches and enjoy the great culture. Unfortunately, sometimes those things happen to people. Here are the deceased victims we know so far. Let's see. Nathaniel Edwards Holmes and Cynthia Ann Day. On May 30th, 2019, Nathaniel Edward Holmes and Cynthia Ann Day were found dead in the hotel room at the Grand Baharia Principal La Romana Resort, according to a statement released by the hotel. Yvette Monique Sport, David Harrison, Miranda Shaw Werner, and Robert Wallace. Okay? So, first of all, there's not enough information. I need to get the Rock Hotel, the Hard Rock Hotel. I need to get an article on that. Hold on one second. If somebody has a really good article, get one for me. I told you I wasn't really prepared for this. But let's see. One second. I think I got one. I think I got a good one. One second. I think I found a pretty decent one. I think I got it. The New York Post. Great. Okay, the New York Post rather than People Magazine. I mean, it's a little bit better. So let's read the New York Post. Sorry that this is taking so long, y'all, but I mean, look, we're paranormal investigating, okay? So we want to get all the facts together before we do the reading, okay? So, goddamn. Okay, June 10th, 2019, by Lisa Fickenshire. Nearly 70 tourists to Dominican Republic reported illness since March, okay? So why the fuck are these people getting ill is the question, okay? So this doesn't say these 70 people have died, but okay, nearly 70 tourists have reported getting violently ill while vacationing in the Dominican Republic since March, according to a commonly used website that tracks foodborne illness outbreaks. That's up from just 10 reported illnesses in the country for all of 2000. Shit, this damn ad keeps getting in the way. Okay. According to iwaspoisoned.com, in June alone, 52 tourists reported symptoms of vomiting. Okay, vomiting, diarrhea, and fever. More than 45 of them identified themselves as guests at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Punta Cana. People report foodborne illnesses, but it's possible that they experience some other type of contamination, said Patrick Quaid, founder of iwaspoisoned.com, adding that he consulted with scientists regarding his findings. We started to see unusual activity in April when 6 people reported being ill on the island, but in June it exploded, Quaid said. One expert Quaid consulted, Lee Ann Jacobs, a food microbiologist in the Department of Food Science at North Carolina State University, said exposure to an insecticide chemical known as organophosphate could result in severe vomiting and diarrhea, but in dire cases, it could cause a cardiac crisis. The families of at least 3 people who died at resorts on the island last month were told that their loved ones died from pulmonary edema and respiratory failure. It is quite possible that Patrick has picked up something significant that is not food related, Jacobs told the Post. The safety and wellness of our guests at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Punta Cana is now and has always been our highest priority. We're confident that all operational protocols were followed to ensure the safety of our guests, the company said in a statement. While we are deeply saddened by these incidents and our thoughts go out to all those we affected, we, along with the general public, will be monitoring the facts as they unfold surrounding these events. Guests staying at other hotels, including Vista Sol Punta Cana Beach, Hotel Rue Palace Punta Cana, and Iberostar Bavor, and this long ass name, also reported illnesses on the website. The vast majority of incidents were in the Punta Cana region and at the Hard Rock property, according to Quaid. The illnesses come on the heels of reports that 6 people have died coming down suddenly with mysterious ailments while staying at luxury resorts on the island since last year. The FBI is investigating the matter, and some victims claim they were told by medical professionals in the U.S. that their symptoms could be linked to chemicals found in insecticides, according to reports. One family of 4 who recently returned from a week-long vacation at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Punta Cana booked an all-exclusive package and became violently ill after dining at Toro restaurant on the property. The family had to stay an extra night at the hotel, and $847 a night cost because they were too ill to travel, the mother, who didn't want to be identified, told the Post. On the June 1st United Airlines flight home to New York, the passenger next to the mother, an 87-year-old woman who was traveling with her family, said she and another member of her group were hospitalized in the Dominican Republic after eating at Hard Rock Hotel eatery. Meanwhile, travelers headed to the island are getting nervous. One tourist shared her fears about the reports of deaths and illnesses on the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino's Punta Cana Facebook page on Sunday. Can anyone shed light on this? We're going there this week. I'm so worried. Now rethinking my trip there. That's the end of the article. Okay, that's the end of the article. So let's talk. So first, I do think that they're serving some raw meat or something there, because it's like, hey, y'all coming down with food poisoning or some shit. But insecticides, it's like, I'm thinking that, let's say like they go and get spinach, right? They're like, hey, we don't natively have spinach here, but you want cream spinach, all right, here at the Hard Rock Hotel. So they bring you some cream spinach, right? And that cream spinach had insecticides on it. Now I feel like they cooked it and it was like, shit, wait the fuck no. You know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know that happened. Now there have been some other people dying in the Dominican Republic, like suddenly missing and shit. But these circumstances, as far as like food-related illnesses, people eating the wrong shit down in the DR. It goes down in the DR. What do y'all think is going on? I really feel like they're not washing their food. They're not washing the vegetables, and that's why they got the insecticides. It's like, bitch, you had a hamburger from the Dominican Republic. They ain't got lettuce. I mean, they had to import it. I'm just saying. I don't know what plants. I'm not a herbologist. I'm not a botanist. I'm not a biologist. I'm not an anthropologist of the Dominican Republic, so I'm not sure what foods grow native there. But what do y'all think? Let's see. I think my godchildren didn't get sick over there. Great. Some money. Let's see. Purchase pepper spray and a long knife. I don't think anything sinister is going on. I don't know either. But I feel like we gotta know anyway for sure, like what the fuck is up going on down in the Dominican Republic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the spirit board, and we're gonna do a reading to see what's going on in the DR. What's going on in the Dominican Republic? Why are these people getting sick? Look, if this reading shows up that these people getting sick because of some regular, and it's no mystery behind this, we're gonna talk about something else. We're just gonna change tonight's live, and we're just gonna talk about something else because I've got y'all's attention, and we don't have to talk about the Dominican Republic. So give some other topics. Okay, Yeah. Okay. So the cards are basically saying that what's going on is that there's a there's a politician. There's a politician. I'm not. There's a politician like a dictator or something that um, I feel like people are trying to sabotage. People are trying to sabotage the Dominican Republic as far as tourism goes. It's like the foodborne illnesses. It's almost like somebody's working to. So the emperor is in the house of the greatest spiritual challenges. So we're talking about foodborne illnesses. This is almost like somebody is intentionally getting these people sick so that the Dominican Republic can have a negative reputation. So there's a decrease in the amount of tourism there. But I feel like they're trying to create not political. Somebody's trying to put economic pressure on the Dominican Republic. And it is a man. I feel like it's not from the U.S. This is not U.S. shit. This is a man. I mean, he would qualify as an emperor as well. He's coming up as the King of Wands, and I feel like this is a man. It's a man in the Caribbean. It's another Caribbean island. And I feel like there's spiritual work being done to like fuck over the DR. Like, I feel like I feel like what I'm saying is that I feel from these cards that there's an emperor. Let's just say there's an emperor in the DR, okay, that's supposed to be doing good business with an emperor in another country, and this emperor in another country is like, hold on, bitch, you done tried to play me, and you tried to play me on some money. So he's like, got you, bitch, in a sneaky ass way. And so I feel like, okay, so here the judgment card is in the personal house of personal truth, the inner answer. So I wish I knew who the fuck was the prime minister. They have a prime minister of the DR. Shit, I sound ignorant as hell right now doing this reading. Maybe I should just stop. Okay. But anyway, what's going on? Confessions of an economic hitman. Okay. It is Haiti, since the Dominican Republic disrespected the Haitian tourists. Maybe. Let's keep going and let's try to figure it out. Okay, so the Judgment card comes up in the house of intuition. So this is because these deaths are systemic. This means whenever something's systemic, it indicates conspiracy. Conspiracy in the word, people are conspiring or people have systemic interest in things or something's being systemically done, right? You can conspire. Slavery is a conspiracy, right? So the Judgment card indicates that there is this, whomever is the president of the Dominican Republic is aware that this is some form of internal sabotage. The Four of Pentacles, and it's two big. And he knows the gentleman, the King of Cups came up. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, he knows this is being done by a man that's into magic and stuff. And this man is doing this to destroy the reputation of the country. The Empress card came up in the house of what needs to be organized. So I get that politically, the Dominican Republic has delayed offering resources or help to this other person, or they reneged on something, this other person's country, and they reneged on something, and they're like, hey, we're gonna get, and this other country's like, bitch, we're gonna get you back. I see Dominican political leaders like looking over their shoulder, like, bitch, we know you, bitch, we was looking at you, we knew it was you, we getting you though. So they're gonna retaliate. But, and the other thing is, they feel like this strike is a hollow victory. They're like, y'all got us, but this is only temporary. We're gonna handle this. We got some PR moves that we can make. Now, in their house of hidden advantages, I get that they know that this is not going to be a hot topic for a long time. So I feel like they're like, hey, we can definitely change our reputation by fixing this, and we can, as long as we address it and we make it appear as though we address it adequately, we'll be fine. It's not going to hurt us that much. Because at the end of the day, they're still saying like a lot of people are still, they're like, they know that. I get that they're like, our country definitely needs some improving, but at the same time, they are looking for assistance. They are like, hey, if we're having this problem, come help us. Come help us figure it out. Bring some of your resources. So let's see. Because they do need the money. They do need help. So I feel that they are going to make the best of the situation. It's kind of like, well, hey, people are trying to investigate and see what's up. Maybe y'all will find, it's like, what will you all find? It's like you may find things to help us, and if it helps us clean up our situation, that's great. The outcome is that I don't see. Yeah, the outcome is the Ten of Swords. So I don't see this being an issue forever for them. Like I don't see. I just see this being. I see this being. I hate to say this. This news is only going to affect the moment. Okay, tourism is going to return back to normal, and I see them celebrating through it. I see the Dominican Republic rebuilding through the situation, but I feel like this is an inside job, and I feel like Americans were targeted, and I feel like Americans were targeted because they knew that people from the United States would definitely report. I feel like it's pretty smart. It's petty as fuck, but it's pretty smart. It's like putting somebody's phone number on Craigslist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of petty. The thing is that as the police investigate this, it's just like, the FBI is wasting this time. It's like they're not going to get to the truth. They're not going to know what's going on. Y'all not going to be able to strong arm them. They're not going to, I don't know what the fuck they're going to find out. I don't know how they're going to get to the truth, and I don't know how deep this investigation is going to go. I just see them wasting money. So I feel that that's what this is all going to amount to. Yeah, I feel like the Dominican Republic is gonna say like everything is fine, like everything is cool. Y'all investigate it. Y'all can come and investigate, but there's nothing here. Like they are going to use a lot of logic. They're going to use a lot of logic and a lot of scientific data to combat against these rumors about why this is happening. But I see that. But the other thing that I can say is that, I mean, obviously this is a developing country, so I mean, it needs financial help. But I do see that, like, I see them asking for financial help to make sure that these things don't happen. Like, let's improve like what's going on. Like, asking the Hard Rock Corporation for more training, for staff and stuff, and da 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 da. But anyway. All right, so let's get off of the Dominican Republic and let's talk about something else. And please hit the like button on this video. I've got 19 likes and 98 people watching. And please share my video. Share the good stuff, y'all. So who we gonna talk about tonight? This lady from Shark Tank Brother is now dead. He was over there. Did he eat from that nasty ass hotel and catch the motherfucking Black Plague? Because he ate the wrong French toast. Young Miami being pregnant. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, I just figured out who that lady was the other day. I did not know who Young Miami was. I just I just figured out that was the City Girls. Let me make sure that I'm not about to ask any questions from a psychic reading. Oh wait. Yeah. We could do Young Miami from City Girls, but I got two. That's for Patreon. Um, why Nikki quit Chris Brown's tour? Oh yeah, don't come on here playing. You will be blocked and removed. Um, does anybody want to be a moderator? I'm looking for one more moderator. Life in the Sudan after the unrest. Oh shit. Oh, let's talk about the Sudan. Yes, smart people, prodigies. We're not gonna do celebrity shit. We're gonna do life in the Sudan. Like, let's talk about the Sudan because hashtag no. Hit the skull emoji for Sudan. Everybody hit the skull emoji for Sudan. All right? Everybody that's watching. Hit the skull emoji for Sudan. If you don't know what's going on in Sudan, just hit the skull emoji anyway so that they can get some awareness. But I will tell you all what's happening in Sudan. I will read to you all an article. We'll go to the New York Post again. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We're going to do Sudan. All right, prodigies. That's what I'm calling y'all. Y'all are the prodigies. All right. Hit the skull emoji if you are a Black Spectrum Network prodigy and you are happy to be a Black Spectrum Network prodigy. Because we are going to talk about Sudan. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the unrest in Sudan. Cause I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do no celebrity shit. That I'm sorry. That's just it's not today, and today's not the day. I'm not really even in the mood, to be honest. Like, I don't even feel like y'all should be in the mood. Because seriously though, like when you think about it, I'm going to release. Okay, when you think about it, I've got to call this out. Like, y'all are some hypocrites. Y'all want to be educated, or y'all say that y'all want to be educated, that y'all want something that's real, but y'all don't watch what's real. Y'all don't watch the Sophisticated Sundays. Y'all didn't watch the Black History videos. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't watch anything on Harriet Tubman. And y'all ask questions to me that have already been answered in other videos that y'all did not watch or even attempt to watch. But y'all will jump from channel to channel and everybody's other channel for celebrity readings and then say that y'all want to learn, and then y'all don't learn shit from these people. Y'all have learning disabilities. Y'all learning ability is disabled. Y'all need to enable it. And so we're going to learn today. We're not going to talk about people. We're going to talk about historic events that are marginalized. Okay, we're going to talk about subjugated knowledge in the words of Patricia Hill Collins. Okay, back in April, Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir was ousted after months of protests and a military coup. That's good. Now that's some interesting shit. What has followed has been a violent attack on civilian protesters by military officials as the country transitions to new power. Here, all you need to know about what's happening. All you need to know about what's happening in Sudan, including the recent killings, internet blackout, and protests. What happens to the former president? In April, a coup. I said a coup. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all forgive me. In April, a coup led to the ousting of the Sudanese president who had been in power since 1989, before I was motherfucking born, goddamn, and had previously been indicted for war crimes and genocide in Darfur. I used to run this, I was president of this organization in high school called Dollars for Darfur. Anyway, once the president left, military, I was in Model United Nations too. Okay, once the president left, military leaders said they would agree to civilian rule, though they then stepped in to run the transitional government. The New York Times reports that civilian negotiators offered a compromise that would feature rotating power between the civilians and military leaders. However, the talks dissolved and civilians instituted a two-day strike. So how did things turn violent? And what seems to be a response to the strike, paramilitary and security forces raided unarmed demonstrators at the capital of Sudan who were peacefully protesting. According to the Federal Ministry of Health and the World Health Organization, the violence resulted in 52 people dead and 784 injured, though the report says that the number of injured people could be higher. The military also created an internet blackout by cutting off mobile data, which NPR reports most Sudanese people use to access the internet. Well, duh. Anyway, leaving many without the ability to communicate or disseminate information. Other civilian reports have put the death count at over 100 and have said a number of bodies were dumped into the Nile River. Now, bitch, we gotta ask, what are the consequences of them dumping them bodies into the Nile River? So y'all remind me to ask that question. That's gonna be a good motherfucking question, all right? Because this some sick shit, all right? What? Yo, a river? A river, bitch? A river? You mean the river spirits? The Urzuli spirits, bitch? How do they feel about that shit, bitch? How do the African water spirits feel about that? The Nile River, my nigga. Oh, woo! Now that's a good ass question. Paranormal investigation for your ass. Remind me of that. We're gonna be on this. We're gonna be doing live for a long time because we doing some smart shit. We're gonna be on here and probably till 9 o'clock. So y'all go ahead and get y'all some food and shit. All right. So we're gonna keep on reading. All right. God damn. According to the Times, civilians reported that the soldiers had raped women and looted stores while others burned tents and beat protesters. Protest leaders say the violence stretched beyond the capital and into a number of towns across the country. In a statement, UNICEF's executive director, Henrietta Ford, wrote that reportedly at least 19 children were among those who were killed in the attacks. Ford said, "We have received information that the children are being detained, recruited to join the fighting, and sexually abused. Schools, hospitals, and health centers have been targeted, looted, and destroyed. Health workers have been attacked simply for doing their jobs. Many parents are too scared to let their children leave the house, fearful of violence, harassment, and lawlessness. Water, food, and medicine shortages have been reported across the country, putting children's health and well-being at risk." The group that instigated much of the violence is called the Rapid Support Forces, led by a man named Lieutenant General Mohammed Hamdan, otherwise known as Hemedti. Hemedti came to prominence as a commander of a militia group called Janjaweed, from which the RSF was formed, which was accused of atrocities in Darfur in the 2000s, according to the Times. Both Hemedti and the leader of the military coup, more about him below, have a close relationship with Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Shit, I can never get this word right. Emirates. Shit, let me look this up to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. I can never get this fucking word correct. Look. Yeah, I got it correct. Emirate. It's Emirate or I'm always like Emirates. Emirate. Look, Emirate. Both of which have funneled billions of dollars to the military forces that have assumed power in Sudan. Okay, so what do the protesters want? Okay, so the protesters want the pro-democracy movement wants civilian rule and a long period of transition before new elections begin in order to prepare voter rolls and give the country's political system time to settle and mature. At first, the pro-democracy organizers and military council had agreed to 3-year plans to transition to democracy, but negotiations fell apart, and the military said they will hold elections within 9 months. That means that the military institution reneged on, when they said the negotiations fell apart, that means they started reneging on shit. Okay, when people say fall apart, it means that the dominant group never intended to make peace with the subordinate group. It's like, bitch, you really thought we was on your power? Hold, please, get back in your place. All right, and this is what's happening. But according to the Associated Press, the military and protest leaders have now restored their deal to have the 3-year period. This past Sunday, following the violence, NPR reported that a civil disobedience campaign brought the country's capital to a standstill. The strike was supported by the Sudanese Professionals Association, who said it was the only measure left for the Sudanese people to hold the country from collapsing into total chaos and insecurity under the rule of a military coup council. While the SPA said the military leaders and government claim to be preparing for general and fair elections, they believe that any government that comes as a result of such arrangements will have no shred of legitimacy. As of Wednesday, the general strike and civil disobedience campaign was called off, and there are hopes that negotiations will start up again. The leader of the military coup, Lieutenant General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, has said that all involved in an event that leads to the disruption of the protest site will be held accountable and brought to justice. However, CNN reported that as of Thursday, there was still a heavy military presence in Sudan's capital as well as other cities. Okay, so thank y'all for waiting and being patient as I read that. But we're all up to date and up to speed on what's going on, because I didn't know as much. I knew about the deaths, but I didn't know as much as I knew. I always really wanted to do this because I wanted to have a Being Mary Jane style show. So now that I'm getting the opportunity to tell like about the news using this platform, I feel like this is like talk back. But anyway, all right. So what's going to happen in Sudan? Will the negotiations go through? Let's see. I'm really, after reading that, wow. So will their negotiations go through? Will they have successful negotiations? Oh, the military, that lieutenant general came up. Oh, my car's upside down. That's why they're coming out upside down. Okay, so the first card is talking about shit. That military coup leader. Fuck, I can't remember his name, and I just read this article. Anyway, it's talking about him as he's the greatest spiritual challenge. I get that they're trying to avoid creating the same type of political system. They really want they're trying to encourage voter participation among civilians, that mattering a lot more in terms of electing the officials, and they don't want a bureaucratic system as much anymore. They want things to be a little bit more streamlined and to be they want things to be more simple, but also I think they're trying to get their system to look like a more advanced version of however they intended it to look about 200 years ago. I get that they're going to end up getting what they want. So this is great. I see that they get what they want. And I see that they're trying, the thing is that they have a mediator, a really powerful mediator. I can't even see that person in the cars, but I can hear there's a mediator that's coming between the groups that's getting both groups to know how to negotiate. And these negotiations are going to come by swiftly. I feel like this could really, they're like through this period of civil unrest, it's like there's going to be a beautiful rainbow at the end of this. I think the economy could really boom in Sudan from these negotiations. I also see that river, though. It's something about travel. They need to, I guess, open up ports or build ports or something, or increase the idea, or be more open to the idea of travel by water. Like allowing people to come into the country and allowing people to actually leave the country as well. There's a woman in a neighboring country, a woman that runs the particular country that they could really work with, and they could boost both countries' economies if they chose to, and it's a country that's adjacent to them. They're also saying that even though they're going to come up with a really good plan, these negotiations will go by smoothly. There's going to be a lot of conflict between the two, but I feel like it's going to be a very verbal. And I feel like the military may try to back off, but I feel like they're having a difficult time trying to like figure out how can we stay in power without giving up our power. They're going to, both parties are going to end up celebrating. Like this is going to be good for them. This confrontation is going to be is historic, and I feel like it's going to be etched into their memory, and I feel like the military is going to try to construct a monument or something, or do something to remember these people. It's gonna be something that's kind of sentimental as like a peace offering. It's gonna be a symbolic gesture, and I see that they're going to try to work towards culturally being a family. Now, however, the thing is that they're still going to have to decide on leadership and having a representative and having one person to represent and control the country. And it's like they don't want to do that, but it's also like that's what they need to do. It's a catch-22. And there's going to be a gentleman that steps forward. And who's this gentleman going to be? There's going to be a gentleman that steps forward. I feel like this guy is gonna this is gonna be. I feel like the man that they're gonna elect has a very interesting history, where he may have not had a mom. Like his mom may have died. He probably had to raise himself by as a child, but he had to raise himself on his own and survive. And there was someone that took him in. I feel like he has military experience as well, but I do get that he'll be really fair. I get that the country is going to be happier. I feel like things are going to get better. Now, there are going to be some hiccups. I mean, it's like we can expect conflict, yes, but I feel like everything that happened had to happen. But it's like the people. It's like the people are not in a position to continue fighting. It's like they're scared, and it's like they are afraid, but they're still facing their fears. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew that they were going to die, but they put their lives on the line for change. That's what I can say about the people, and they're just happy to be negotiating. I get that they're trying to be in a Zen-like state. Like they're like, hey, we're really trying to be like when I say they're like trying to really be peaceful and not strike back. They're really trying to be peaceful and not strike back. Now, let that have been me. It's like, bitch, I would probably I could have been me because I mean, it ain't me. It ain't ever gonna be me in over there because I'm living this life here. Is what I'm saying. So I can't say what I would have done, but I mean, shit, bitch, swing on me, I'm a swing. But then again, the way that these motherfuckers design out there, that heavy artillery we repping with, bitch, like. Bitch, I would have been shot up, okay, riddled with bullets like 50 Cent. All right. Let's talk about that Nile River. Okay, so what are the consequences of them people dumping those bodies in the Nile River? Like, oh my God. Desecrating that sacred river. What are the consequences of them dumping those dead bodies in the Nile River? What are the consequences of them dumping those bodies in the Nile River? Also, if you didn't book a reading with me, don't call me. Don't call me. Okay? Hashtag, don't call me. Hit that. Hashtag, don't call me. Do it for me. If you didn't book a reading with me, don't call me. Don't call me. See, some of y'all didn't know I ain't asked for this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this lifestyle. Hashtag don't call me. Okay, all right, there's a woman deity, water energy, river energy speaking from the house of hidden challenges. She's speaking about interference. She's saying that the water's contaminated. She's saying the water, don't drink the water. Okay? Don't drink the tap water either. And I feel like this water spirit is definitely saying that y'all have played the waters, and the interference card being here is saying that don't drink none of the water. All right. Hashtag don't call me. Enough of y'all ain't putting it. I don't see enough hashtags. Hashtag don't call me, please, so everybody can understand. I want everybody to know, please, so these people can stop bothering me. Hashtag don't call me. All right. The card for peace is here, and the card for indolence. So she's saying and the card for the Hierophant, because of you all stubbornness, y'all knew, she was like, y'all knew that y'all was supposed to bury them bodies in the earth. And she's like, what the fuck can I do with this? I mean, she's not saying what the fuck, but she's like, there was no nutritional value that she could have gotten from those bodies. And then there's the Princess of Swords here. So she's like, the High Priestess, card for strife, the world. I feel like this is more of like Mother Earth. The energy is like ocean energy rather than like river energy. Yeah, so it's like more of like a Gaia, Mother Earth, Lasaran energy. She's coming through and she's saying that I get that this is almost like it's like from the Book of Revelations where they said a third of the water dries up because it's been contaminated. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is part of Revelations. It's like the water's been contaminated. It's been polluted. Like you definitely couldn't use the water or drink from it anyway. But one of the consequences of this is like you polluted her, she's gonna pollute y'all. The devil card comes up in the house of hidden advantages. So she was like, she's been waiting to strike back anyway. The Princess of Swords, so she's heated and angry. The Science card and the card for art. Yeah, it's like there was a Libra scale. It's like y'all have tipped it all the way over. She's like, girl, really? And I get that. Even though, here's the thing. Scratch what I was just saying. I'm explaining this energy's feelings, but this energy is not vindictive. So the Truth card came out, so I get that she's still patient and sturdy and standing and like, just gonna let this slide again. Turn the other cheek one more time. Because y'all need that river more than she needs y'all. So what's interesting is that the people are praying at their river. There are I hope I'm getting this correctly. Yeah, Sudanese people. The Sudanese people are praying at their river. Because the card for the ancestors come below. So they're praying for the lost souls of that are in the river. Let's see. Oh, those souls, because they're in the water, they're not crossing over. They're not gonna cross over. Unless those families pay into their ancestral treasuries instead of ancestral altars, those spirits are not going to cross over. They're going to be river poltergeists. Y'all know when people be talking about mermaids and sirens and they be seeing shit, mirages and stuff, or something took, I saw. Okay, that's when we're talking about paranormal investigations. I mean, what do you think happens? Has anybody ever seen the anime Made in Abyss? Made in Abyss, where they're talking about there are like 7 levels to like the core of that abyss, and like the deeper that you go, the more that you change. So that some of the entities and the monsters that you see actually used to be human beings. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like these people's energies are going to become a part of the culture's mythology, where they, people, they're going to be poltergeists. Like they're going to name them and give them a name as like river entities that wreak havoc and cause problems, like trickster spirits. Um, this is interesting. Damn. And I get that these people's is loved ones. It's like if your loved one died, pray for them and pay into their and leave them an offering and pray that their soul crosses over. But if your entire family died and there's nobody like left to like help you out, I mean, hell, you're not even listening to this video. I can't. I mean, I can communicate with you, but you can't communicate with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not really even watching this video. You're not here on this. You're here, but you're not. I'm sorry. Um, yeah. If y'all want to know more information, the spirits are saying that the reason that this happens is because when the spirit, you have to be trained how to be a spirit. That a spirit is still a child. And because the Hermit card came out, and they're basically explaining this, that like these spirits go rogue. They have nobody to train them. They get the wrong people to train them, and they stay here. And their energy can germinate, and it's like different areas of the world are different spiritual habitats, and they can become different types of entities, right? A demon, a jinn, a ghost, a poltergeist, whatever. But I get that these river entities that they're gonna become are gonna be very lustful, like very sexual, and play with people's minds at night in their dreams. And they're gonna cause a lot of issues. They're gonna create problems for the families of the people who killed them. All right, so we'll just leave that there. In case y'all are wondering, this is a top deck. I love the top deck. It is my favorite deck of all time. I love reading with the top deck. Y'all know I love, like, Intuitive Retta introduced me to the top deck, y'all, and I really love reading with it. Like, seriously, it's a very dark deck, and I'm always pulling like really good information from it. Anytime I'm doing it on a conspiracy theory, doing a reading on like some conspiracy based stuff, I use the top deck. Yeah, it's really awesome. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from this reading. I just learned a lot. But yeah, I told y'all I'm about to try to get. I'm trying to get more into paranormal investigation so that I can keep things factual, because I'm not interested in conspiracies. I'm really interested in paranormal activity. Um, so yeah. Oh, can we help them? Hit the skull emoji if y'all want to know how we can help the people in Sudan. Hit the skull emoji if y'all want to know how we can help the people in Sudan. Someone asked, the souls in the Nile aren't going to cross without assistance. Is that true for any water death, water burial? First of all, here's a little bit of a spiritual education, okay? These are not water deaths. They didn't die in the water, okay? They didn't die in the water. They did. They were murdered. And then somebody dumped the bodies in the water. You know? And so think about it like this. That is fucking mean as fuck. It's rude as fuck. It's disrespectful as hell, bitch. Like that's some disrespectful ass shit. The water burial versus dumping somebody's water and body in the water. I was about to say water in their body. Y'all ain't dishing. Anyway. So that's nasty. All right. But no, dumping somebody's body in the water, you're intentionally, like, the intentions behind carrying somebody's body to dump it versus the intentions, that the ashe that you're transferring, that is an empty vessel at that point. And you're putting energy into it. So whether you carry the body in a sack, or you get a bulldozer and you scoop the bodies up and then you carry it on over and you drop it in the ocean. The intentions are, the polarity of the intentions are vibrating at the lowest vibration they could. Okay, those are the intentions of a fucking spiritual psychopath. All right, but a water burial is a beautiful ceremony. Okay, of course that would help someone to cross over. Of course it would. Of course. But to dump someone's body, 700 bodies, into a sacred river that is not only spoken about in the Bible, but appreciated and venerated in many historic cultures that I cannot fucking name. I'm just trying to sound smart right now. But to do such a thing, of course, dumping someone's body and a water burial are two different things. And a water death, which these people did not die, is different than getting murdered on the land. Y'all some sick motherfuckers. It's 80 people on here and I only saw like maybe 7 of y'all posting skull emojis. So y'all here just for the entertainment, not here to help. Thank you, prodigies that are here to help. So how can we help the people in Sudan? How can we help? Actually, we need the spirit board. Let me get my pendulum. All right. Whew. All right, here we go. Shout outs to the Gede. Shout outs to the Loa, as they say in Haitian Voodoo. Y'all, let me tell y'all some real shit, okay? When I was in Haiti, I had my spirit board and I lost it and my pendulum. And then I didn't speak, because I don't really speak that much Creole. I don't speak Creole, okay? And they was like, no, why? Like, no. And they was, and I was like, what are y'all talking about? They was like, the Loa. And I was, oh, my pendulum. And that was, then they gave it to me. They gave me my spirit board and my pendulum. They was like, yeah, the Loa. They were scared to touch it and everything. Like, they anyway. So, how do we help the people in Haiti? I'm going to ask Bridget. Bridget, how do we help the people in Haiti? She says, restoring these souls will require supreme efforts from your community, and they will need to engage in a series of full moon rituals, period. Because when the tides are highest, the rivers and oceans open themselves up to entities open themselves up as portals and entities walk through, period. Think about it this way, as the Christians would say. You parted the Red Seas. exclamation point. She says, when you people conduct your service rituals to usher these souls over, you will call down your ancestors, call them all by name, and command them to work with these lost souls to train and educate them on how to be a helping hand to the living. Period. 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 I like Bridget. Usually I read with Barone, but that's Bridget. Hey. All right. What else do y'all need to know? What else do y'all need to know? I'm not going to give y'all no ritual, because if you was a real bitch, you sign on the Patreon and go to the Sophisticated Sundays and you'd understand how to do a couple rituals. If you was a real bitch, you would have been called me and I would have helped teach you how to do a ritual. And if you was a real bitch, you would have purchased Tapping the Power Within, which would have told you and taught you how to do a ritual and work with your ancestors on that full moon. Because if you got weak ass ancestors, that's what we need to ask about. Bridget, Mama Bridget, if you got weak ass ancestors and you trying to help these souls cross over, what's gonna happen? She says something will happen. She says they will be exposed to, she says, influential forces of influence they cannot resist. And this is dangerous for you all who aren't prepared to continuously work your magic, kill your animals, light your candles, say your prayers, exclamation point. She says, if you are already dedicated and in service to your ancestors, you should have no difficulties or issues going to war or offering triage to these souls. Period. Your weak ass ancestors better be prepared, or else you will lose your spiritual protection and will need to consult ancestral priest to help release your ancestors from bondage. Period. So I'm not telling y'all how to do shit without preparing y'all motherfuckers for the consequences of doing shit. Okay? So anytime you do anything, you have to ask, what are the pros and what are the cons? All right. With that being said, y'all got any other questions? Any other questions? Cedric Quincy is my guy. Cedric be telling y'all, Cedric done read the shit. The Secrets of the Pyramids. We're talking about Sudan. What else we talking about tonight with Sudan? Thank you, Danielle. That's right. Red heart, purple heart, black heart, rooster, hen. Thank you, Mama Bridget. Would you consider doing a reading on Haiti? Why is it always going through turmoil? Yes, I will. And I'll do a reading on Haiti straight for Patreon. Yes, I sure will. I thought you were done with Sudan. No, we ain't done with Sudan. No, we still on Sudan. We were just talking about how to help the people in Sudan. Why would we be done with Sudan? We're giving them as much exposure as possible. Hashtag pray for Sudan. We ain't done with them. When you cry, does it make your prayer stronger? If you read Fervent by Priscilla Schauer, you would know that a strong prayer is a prayer that's specific, strategic, and aimed directly at the problems in your life. And you wouldn't worry about crying. Because if you're red tapping the power within, you know, baby, all you need is one of these. Let me preach for a second. That's what I'm going to do for the last 15 minutes. I'm going to preach to y'all, motherfuckers, okay? I'm going to preach to y'all. Now, this right here, my nigga, will change everything in the game. Everything. Now, y'all stop asking these dumb-ass questions. Y'all ask about the wrong shit, okay? If you don't hear me talking about it, then it means that it ain't important right now. We ain't talking about tears. What you need tears for? Why you praying? Why you crying when you pray? The fuck you crying for, little bitch? The only time you need to be crying when you praying is when it's glory. You're so grateful for everything that your ancestors have done for you. Because when your ancestors done did some real shit for you, let me tell you about some real shit they'll do for you, my nigga. Some real shit that they'll do for you is when they come through for you at the last minute with a motherfucking bill. Okay? When you about to get a ticket from a police officer and they'll give your ass a ticket, bitch. That's what the fuck y'all need to be worried about. This right here, if you pray over this right here, you ain't gotta worry about crying. If you pray over this motherfucker right here, you put this shit on your goddamn altar, my nigga, you straight. You ain't gotta worry about hexes and curses and shit. But the thing is, praying over this requires discipline. And y'all motherfuckers is not disciplined. Y'all just some curious little bitches that want the shit easy. And this don't come easy. This ain't spiritual easy, baby. This is spiritual work. Y'all know me for hollering, screaming, cussing, cracking that whip on y'all asses. And I gotta say this. Don't call me. Hashtag don't call me. Because at the end of the day, I'm teaching. I have been teaching y'all. I done taught y'all. Don't call me. Don't call me if it's for free. Okay? I'm trying to, y'all gotta pay me for this advice. Because when I put it out there for free, you don't get it. But you paying me for office hours. That's what you're gonna pay me for. Okay? Hashtag don't call me. Don't call me. You don't have to worry about a goddamn thing as long as you got a white candle. It don't matter if that bitch from Dollar Tree. It don't matter if that motherfucker's a birthday candle. But as long as you got a white candle and an ancestral altar set up, you ain't got to worry about a motherfucking thing. See, y'all bitches is sitting out here trying to learn the wrong shit. You're so worried about learning basic ass witchcraft, trying to learn shit from a meme magic, learning shit from goddamn Facebook groups. Bitch, work with your ancestors. Start there. If you start first with your ancestors, and you learn how to communicate with your ancestors, you don't never have to worry about a priest jipping you. Is this the right priest that I need to work with? Is this priestess trying to take my money? Do they want to have sex with me? The gift of discernment is a fruit of the spirit. So if you have no fruit of the spirit, you have no relationship with your ancestors. Okay? I'll say it again. The gift of discernment and the gift, and let me add to that, the gift of wisdom, those are fruits of the spirit. If you have no fruits of the spirit, that means you're producing nothing. You're not rooted in any tradition. Only something that is firmly rooted in tradition can guarantee you protection. I repeat that. Only something that's firmly rooted in tradition can guarantee you protection because you follow rules, you follow protocols. Y'all motherfuckers is out here asking about shit that is so out of protocol. It's out of protocol. It's out of line. It is. It has to stop. It's been a year that I have been on this channel, and y'all have seen to just wanted to stay stagnant. You don't have to pay me for shit. You ain't gotta pay me for nothing. But the least that you could do is watch the sophisticated Sunday videos that are available to you. Because we've already answered a lot of this stuff that's for you. If we tell you that all you have to worry about is praying over a white candle, all you have to do is start with a white candle. That's all. But you all want to ask everything else. What about Oshun? What about hexes? What about curses? What about young Miami getting pregnant? What about this? What about that? You had one job, and that was to pray over a white candle. And you couldn't even do that. Because, bitch, you was too busy asking questions and shit. Asking all them questions. Making statements. So, stop with the foolishness. No more basic bitch magic. Hashtag sophisticated Sunday. All right? If you're really listening. Hashtag sophisticated Sunday. All this kitchen witching got to stop. Going in your kitchen and using damn Kroger seasonings and calling it magic, it's got to stop. Hashtag sophisticated Sunday. Okay? Hashtag I work with my ancestors every day. Not I manicure my altar, not I clean it off, not I change my water and I leave some food on it and I call them by name. I work with my ancestors. Meaning that I'm working with Barone. I'm just sitting here like, well, shit. If I pop off and like Barone, give me the words right now as I continue to pop off. I'm working with my ancestors in this moment. Okay? Are you commanding your ancestors to help you? And when you get off of here, I hope that my voice resonates in your head. Bitch, I hope when you go to sleep and you rest your head on that nasty ass pillowcase that you have not washed or anointed with any Florida water, head cleansings. When you lay your head on your pillowcase, let my voice resonate with you. Did you pray tonight over this? Or is you too worried about how can I make my spells more powerful? Because you ain't got to worry about power. You don't have to worry about power because the power is right here. When you spent your $1 at Dollar Tree, baby, that was the power. Money is energy. When you made that financial transaction, baby, that was the power. You bought the power. Baby, you're authorized to play with this. Ain't nothing. You got free will. God didn't give you free will. The universe gave you free will. Okay? God did not give you free will. The universe gave you free will. I am not your God. Stop asking me these dumbass questions. Okay? Go to your ancestors and ask them these dumbass questions. And I mean it. Hashtag dumbass questions. I'm right. I haven't popped off in about 6-7 months. I haven't. I've been real nice. I've been real patient. I have. But at this point, as we continue to learn and we continue to grow, this is all you need. This right here is all you need. But I don't know. Y'all act like y'all need more than that. I'm sorry. I need some water from all this goddamn screaming. My ashy ass, shrill ass voice. But I'm going to keep going off. Do I need a cleansing? I feel like I got a generational curse on me. I ain't had a job in 6 months. Somebody done cursed me. Bitch, if you done did a sea salt and living bath for 4 days and you still can't get a job, motherfucker, you is slow. You is slow. That's what's wrong with you. You is slow. Hashtag you is slow. Hashtag you is Aziz, not cursed. You is slow. Damn. Let me go and drink some water and I'm going to be right back. I got to drink some water real quick. And I'm not done cussing y'all out. I'll be right back. As I was saying, this is all you need, okay? This is all you need. This is all you need. This is all you need. We're going to do a little bit of practice, okay? So, okay. All right. So, you wake up in the morning, okay? All right. All right, prodigies and dummies. Okay, but this is for the prodigies because the dummies ain't going to get it. So, when you wake up in the morning, okay, you wake up in the morning, you take Florida water, which should be sitting on your bathroom sink. Okay, you take your Florida water and you say, all right, you say, you give the Florida water a commandment. Florida water, you have the ability to cleanse, okay? You have the ability to cleanse and attract positive, general positive vibrations. Now, Florida water does not have the ability to attract love, okay? You want to make sure that the things you commanded to do are operating within the boundaries of reality, of what this can actually do. So you take that Florida water, pour that shit on your hands, rub it, elbows up, back your neck, spell as much of it as you can and rub it on your face, and you've anointed your head. That's a head anointed, baby, okay? You anoint your head. Hashtag don't call me. Don't call me. So you anoint your head. All right. This is a candle. This is a tea light candle. All right. I'm going to be right back. Hold on. Okay. This is a tea light candle. All right. This is a prayer book. Okay. This is a book of prayers. All right. It's a book of prayers. Yes, you should have a book of prayers. A book of prayers. Okay? So you say your prayer or whatever. All right. So you should have a book of prayers written to your ancestors. And if you need help writing your prayers, get Priscilla Showers Fervent. I'm teaching y'all right now. Simple shit. It's real simple shit. So anyway, so it's in the morning. It's in the morning. You do this morning and night, right? So you have tea light candles just sitting on. Okay, pick up a tea light candle, and you're gonna pray. Okay, and I'm going to show y'all how this is done. All right, because y'all are just gonna ask all these questions. So follow the instructions. All right, I'm gonna pray. Lord Barone, I'm calling down your energy right now, and Mama Bridget, I'm calling down your energy right now. There's at this point in time, I'm just praying that my audience just gets it. Okay, I'm praying that they just get it at this point, and I'm praying that they start using their time more productively. They use their money more productively. That they start focusing on seeing increase and gain in their lives, something that they can quantify as success. Okay, I'm calling down quantifiable success in their lives, identifiable success, and I'm asking that you kill the lethargic spirit riding their backs. Okay, I'm asking for the God of research to possess them and make them go to rabbigoogle.com, Lord God, and give them the gift of discernment so that they can know which resources to learn from and which ones are a crock of shit, and give them the passion and the not just the passion, but also give them the goddamn initiative to do things, to work with their ancestors, not to take care of a goddamn altar, but to command their ancestors. And give them goals, Barone, because they lack goals. They don't know what they are doing in their lives. There's no reason that someone should be 25 years old and say, I don't know what I want to do with my life, given the fact that they are such an intelligent, complex, divine representation of you. And when you're done with that prayer and you put your intentions into that candle and you have cleansed your head and you see how that prayer was so shady, but it was so clear and it is so effective. Ayi Bobo, that is right. Ayi Bobo. You then use the energy of fire and light that motherfucking candle. And you go on about your day. You do this for 14 days. Don't call me until you've done it for 14 days. And watch things tremendously change in your life by doing it for those 14 days. All right, I want to thank you all for tuning in to this live show where we talked about the Dominican Republic, Sudan, and I gave y'all a little bit of spiritual education. I hope you all enjoyed this. I'll try to do more of these. I'll try. Make sure that you all get the summer special, the summer psychic reading special. That's $40 for 15 minutes, $50 for 20 minutes, and $70 for 30 minutes. In addition to that, go to the Patreon, where for at least $20 a month, you can get a 10-minute psychic reading every month. For $40 a month, you can get a 20-minute psychic reading, or for $50, you can get a 30-minute psychic reading, guaranteed every single month. Plus, all these videos that are released on YouTube and more, because there is a lot of videos on YouTube that are not on here. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I want to leave you all with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to leave you all with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Gave mercy to these hoes. What would Jesus do? I've been your reader today, Nexo, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. And remember, the truth is always collaborative. Bye. This was fun.